Welcome back to the restaurant. Today we're dining for two. We are dining with the one and only Mexican sensation. Your vegan friend.
Hi everybody.
Alright, so we're gonna start off these questions like we always do. Why vegan?
Why vegan? I think that question, I think the answer changes a lot over time. You know, it kind of does for everybody. But same thing. I guess that's like with a lot of people. The animals. You know, you see all these pictures of animals and stuff. But maybe like the story that I always go back to is the story of how I became vegetarian. Because, okay, so me and my wife were basically vegan already when we were vegetarian, but we weren't all there yet because we would still buy like pastries that contain egg or milk in it, but we wouldn't buy milk ourselves or eggs ourselves. But so I always go back. I always go back to the vegetarian story. I had this dream that my parents had bought like a pig from a Sears catalog, right? So they bought this pig from a Sears catalog.
Like a live pig?
Yeah, and I've always been pretty fond of pigs, so they bought this pig, and I just like, oh, cool, pig, you know, we have a pet, whatever. And my mom's all like, no, let's not get used to that pig, you know, we're just gonna fatten him up and cook him for dinner. And I just like, no, you can't do this to this pig, right? So then like, I said, I'm going vegetarian. This is all in my dream. I'm going vegetarian in my dream. I was like, no, I'm not gonna eat meat anymore, whatever. I wake up and I'm all like, oh, I said I was going vegetarian, you know, I was like almost crying too, I think, when I woke up. So then I turn on the TV and sure enough, Babe, the movie was on. So then I'm all like, that's my sign right there, I'm going vegetarian. Go vegetarian, and then like maybe like a few years after, my wife and I were just like, you know what? Like, I'm going vegan. I went vegan on my birthday, actually. I was turning, well, it was October 4th, which is coming up, so an anniversary is coming up. Oh, yeah. So I wrote this note to myself. This was my birthday present to myself. You know, now I'm vegan. I announced it to everybody at the party. I'm like, I'm vegan now. Okay, whatever. I know we just had pizza with cheese and cake and all this stuff, but now I'm vegan, and that's how I became vegan. But it was mostly just, you know, I told my wife, you know what, like, we buy animal-friendly products already. We don't use real butter at home. We don't use eggs. We don't use milk. None of these things. All that's stopping us is us going to shops and buying like a bean and cheese burrito or something, you know. But at home we would practically cook vegan anyway, so it wasn't that hard, and it was because, you know, we wanted to take that extra step.
I like how you started off by saying, just like everybody else, they had a dream.
Everyone had a dream.
Yeah.
It was all a dream.
Yeah. What up magazines. Alright, so you said you did it on your birthday, so
yeah.
How?
Well, actually, wait.
Oh, wow.
It was, I announced it on my birthday.
Okay.
And then October 7th, which was a Monday. 4th.
We always do things.
I think it was on a Monday. I think it might have been a Monday. It was the 7th. I know for sure it was the 7th. That's when I just went completely vegan. Those other days, I spent time like going crazy, just like, okay, like, I know we would buy this kind of bread. Now, is this bread vegan or this isn't that? So I went crazy for a little, like those little few days. But you know, it was easy. Yeah.
Okay, so how long? Well, October 7th of what year? Like how many years have you been vegan?
2013.
Okay, so this will be
my second year.
Any plans? What are your do you celebrate the vegan nurseries?
Yeah, we go either to a restaurant somewhere. Well, I go, because my wife, actually, she became vegan after me.
Okay.
So,
she celebrates with you?
Yeah, so she celebrates with me. We go to like a restaurant, we'll probably order something out. I don't know what I'll do this year. I'm thinking maybe Seabirds or something. That's usually the go-to spot, or Free Soap Cafe.
Okay, that'll be my next question is like, what are your favorite spots around LA, Orange County?
Favorite
Southern
spots.
California.
Okay.
Well, you've been around too, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So favorite spots in the world.
In the
You've been
world.
around.
Okay.
You've been around.
In the world to eat. You know what? I've been to a few different places, and I think the best pizza I've ever eaten, it wasn't vegan. So that was in this place in Rome, this like shop where all the Romans go. But
Italy pizza.
yeah, Friso Cafe though came like super close to that pizza. That I consider Friso Cafe being like the best pizza I've had.
Okay.
And we live in Whittier, so we're like in the middle of no freeway zone, you know, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
But we drive everywhere. I mean, I grew up in Los Angeles, so I'm used to driving like everywhere. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I don't like with vegans, it's like, some vegans are like, no, that's too far. And that's, people in general are like that. That's too far, I'm not gonna go. You guys drive all this way over there, you know, it's like, you have to drive to get places.
I think too, especially with me, I live in Kentucky, so
Yeah.
it's like Inland Empire. I mean, there's freeways here.
Yeah.
But it's just, there's nothing around them.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. That's like a little bit farther out, you know? But like, at least like people in Whittier, like, I hate this whole thing when they say like, oh, you're going into Los Angeles today? It's like, dude, we're in Los Angeles already, you know? It's just like this little side city, or suburb off to the side. So we don't mind driving, but some of my favorite places, organics, of course. I've been going to organics actually since they started their serving food. It was pretty crazy. Like, we get there and I find out through a friend who isn't vegan, but went to what's that school there? That college? Nicaragua, what the heck? Occidental College.
Occidental.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then a friend stopped by because another friend told him, hey, there's this plant food for people. Like, they go and stop by here and sell tacos every Tuesday. So I show up. I have already heard of plant food. So I'm like, oh, let me check out organic. Let's see what they have. And sure enough, they sold a bunch of food. I'm just like, oh, cool. You know, so that place was probably like one of my favorite places in Los Angeles. Then Seabird's is another one in Costa Mesa. Seabird's is freaking good. That's like the place where I love that they don't really focus on like mock meats and stuff like that. You know how other places do that? It's just mostly just like food that's just like so good, you know? Like I love that. Like
real food.
Like real food, they just like take it out and it's not like this fake, you know, even though I like mock meats and stuff, like I like that they don't do that, and I like that, I love that place. What else do I like? Doomy's, of course, you know. So if you want that like junk food, Doomy's buffalo wings, so good. So good. Everyone's always asking on Instagram, like, oh, that's real chicken. I know it. I was like, no, it's not. It's just like on some stick or something. They
it looks so
make
real.
It look so good. Yeah, it's so good. Veggie Grill. I also like places that aren't vegan, actually, like Doghouse. If you've ever been to Doghouse, they're popping up everywhere. So I wouldn't be surprised if you find like a few here after like
Doghouse
within a year. They have vegan hot dogs there.
Okay.
As long as you get it in a French roll, you're good to go. Just don't get sauerkraut because they're cooking in bacon. I love hot dogs. That's another one. That's another thing. I love hot dogs. So that's the place, my go-to place for hot dogs. Pizza, Friso Cafe, and mentioned it earlier. And Old Town Tustin.
Yeah.
That's a good place to eat. Love desserts.
Well, yeah, it shows.
Yeah. I love desserts. But you know what? I'm picky with desserts. And it's not because I like to cook desserts. I mean, I like to cook in general. But I think it's more because, like, there's nothing comforting. I feel sometimes about, like, you know, I go get a cupcake. It's not comforting to me. That's not like a comfort dessert food that I like. You know, I have to find, like, the perfect thing that I'm just like, oh, okay, this is, like, pretty good. Because even, like, a lot of people rant and rave about Friso Cafe's like dessert
Yeah,
that they have.
display
They
case.
just look so good, you know. But I've tried most of them, and they're okay to me. It's not like a place where I'm like, I have to go and get something from there.
Yeah.
No, it's not one of those things.
You're definitely known for vegan desserts that you've baked yourself.
Yeah.
Though, for more Hispanic Mexican desserts, like conchas, those cancitos, all those that you made vegan or veganized.
Yeah.
What I guess what started you to do that? Was it because the other ones weren't comforting?
So, you know, like, freaking grew up Mexican, dude. Like, we grew up going to the corner bakery, you know, getting some bread. Yeah, like getting just like a bunch of pan, like birotes in the morning, and that was us, you know.
Yeah.
And for Latinos or Mexicans at least, we don't have those options really in this vegan world, you know. So I feel like a lot of us have tried to create this other world, you know, within the vegan world, and you know, because I always say you can get cupcakes, vegan cupcakes anywhere, really, you know, any vegan cookies.
There's literally a machine that you push a button on the screen and a vegan cupcake comes out.
Yeah, there's gonna be like
sprinkles. Right?
You're gonna go to like a farmer's market. Everyone makes a vegan cupcake, and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be good, I guess.
Yeah.
But to someone like who's like me, maybe like or thinks like me, it's gonna be like, it's good, you know. But I wish I had like.
It's not pan dulce.
Yeah, I wish I had like a pan dulce or like a concha or like, you know, friggin' buying the packs of gancitos, like an 8-pack, and just like eating all those things, you know, like that's what I wanted. So I just like started making them.
So how long did it, especially your concha, because that's like I think one of your most famous ones. How long did it take for you to perfect it? How many trials did you have to do before it was like, hey, this tastes just like?
It took me 2 tries.
2?
2 tries. You know how the whole concha thing started too?
No.
I think I told you about it. Well,
I
for those
forgot.
who don't know. Okay, so during Vegan Street Fair, you know, I hit you guys up and said, hey, I made these gancitos. Gancitos? Okay, let me give you a little story on those. It was my nephew's birthday. My sister was having a Chavo del Ocho theme party, which is, you familiar with Chavo del Ocho?
He's the dude with the beanie?
Yeah, dude that lives in a barrel. He lives in a barrel. Like Oscar the Grouch.
Okay.
Right? So he, so she was having a birthday. I'm like, you know, she's like, can you make cupcakes for his birthday and stuff? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make these Mexican themed cupcakes. And I was gonna go for a dubalin. Have you ever had a dubalin? It's kind of like basically like cake batter, like in a little candy, comes with a little plastic spoon.
You know, I've seen those. I don't think I've ever got
kid in the package, backwards cap, you know, it's all cool and stuff. So
must be a soccer ball in there.
Yeah. So I was gonna make something like that, and I was just like, no, I'm gonna make gansito cupcakes, you know. And then I had gone to Michael's, or no, actually Bed Bath & Beyond had like those Twinkie molds.
Oh, yeah.
I had bought that like years ago. I never used it. And then I'm all like, hey, maybe I can use this to make gancitos, right? Like, I'll try.
Did you buy when like Twinkies just went bankrupt and you were like, I gotta have Twinkies? And
No.
Buy it?
No, I got it. We were like, I think we're getting something for the house. And I passed by. I always like going through like the baking section. So I see it and it's like on sale for like $4 or something. Like, just gonna get it, you know. Got it, made some gancitos, and they came out super perfect. I used like a vanilla cupcake recipe that I had.
Yeah.
And I know it has like jelly inside and like some cream. The cream part was a little bit on the, I needed to find like something that was like a whipped cream. So there's like, you can get that soy whipped cream, or
there's rice whip.
There's rice whip or soy whip, and there's also Rich's whip, which is actually vegan. Well, at least from what like I read. So I was using Rich's whip a lot too.
Oh yeah.
That you can find at some stores like Vaughn's and stuff in the freezer section. So I made those and dipped them in chocolate. First try, those came out good. So, you know, I took them to Vegan Street Fair. I Gave some to plant food for people, organics. They're like super
Vegan
excited about
Fat
it.
Kid and
Oh yeah, Vegan Fat Kid was all like fatting it out there and stuff with his.
fatting it out. That's not what he does. He crushes.
He crushes. Yeah, I'm gonna crush this.
And you gave me some to me.
Yeah, I gave some to you. So then,
Is that the first time I met you?
no, we met at the Gentle Barn Bake Sale. But we had already talked because you won the tamales, and then I sent them to you. But then we first met face to face.
Yeah, the big sale.
Yeah. So yeah. So then Plant Food hits me up. Hey, have you ever made conchas before? You know,
After
or
you
like
tried your
pan dulce.
cosito?
Yeah,
Okay.
like you know, and I'm all like, yeah, you know, I have. I'm actually like, I've made a few like Mexican breads, like roscas. Have you ever had rosca or like?
I don't know the names, but I'm pretty sure if you
Like,
showed it to me. Then
Yeah, I made that. I made Dia de los Muertos bread, pan de muerto.
Oh, okay.
So I made that, and then I made conchas once, and you know, didn't really go back to the recipe or didn't try to, you know. So, So then I'm like, yeah, I can make conchas, and oh, cool. We would love to try some because we're you know about to get a truck, and we want to get like start selling in the mornings with like coffee and breakfast tacos, and I'm like, sure. So I went back, tried the same recipe I tried the first time, and like tried it. I'm like, oh, this isn't where I want it to be, and switched out a few things and came out with the concha like the same recipe I made. Just switched. I only switched out actually one ingredient, and it just came out perfect.
And now he's gonna make
Millions of dollars from all you suckers.
From all you suckers.
From all you suckers. No,
Okay, so you made something here.
Yeah.
This is new to the show. We're gonna try to like have the guys bring me food because it was an associate that said that would work.
Now that I think of it, I think you just invited me so I can bring you something.
Well, you know.
I'm kidding.
So what is this? What do we got?
This is
It's in a jar, which I like.
This is a tiramisu, speculoos tiramisu in a jar.
Speculoos.
So speculoos is like this European cookie. If you've flown on Delta, they always give you speculoos cookies from Biscoff. Those are pretty good. And it's speculoos dipped in espresso, then a spoonful of like a coconut whipped cream type of thing, coffee flavored, cocoa powder, and then just layers of all that. And then I put it in a jar because I feel like it's easier to eat instead of me bringing like a big old tray and you like, you know, so it's refrigerated. It's a lot better because the coconut gets a little thicker.
Alright.
So a lot of people seem to like it though. Let's see if you like it.
I'm kind of scared.
Are you?
A little bit.
Jeez, I would be like,
You said speculoos.
speculoos.
I've been ate since like the morning.
Oh, okay. Let's see how this is.
So dessert is the perfect way to start. Okay, you can just keep talking. Well, I'll just sit here.
Sit there and eat the whole jar.
Do you cook it in this?
No, it's not cooked. It's actually just.
Is this raw? Am I raw vegan now?
No, those cookies are baked. But
I'm half.
you're half raw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The coconut is that coconut mascarpone style cream is, but everything else isn't. Wait, do you like coffee? I thought I read or heard or see you write something and you don't like coffee.
It's weird. I don't really like coffee and I don't really like chocolate.
Oh, really? Yeah, I remember we said chocolate.
Everything else,
Uh-huh.
I'll eat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was just like, I wonder if you'll like this. But I was wondering if,
So is this coffee and chocolate? No, just coffee.
well, it's just a little bit of chocolate powder on top. The speculoos cookie is dipped in espresso, like a espresso coffee. And then I add some of that espresso coffee onto the coconut cream. And then refrigerate it, let it set for like 4 hours, just so that it can harden a bit. Like,
Yeah, I don't like it at all. Alright, people. Hopefully you like this first part of the interview. We'll do a second part coming up next month. And yeah, stay tuned for that. Subscribe. Check this guy out. We will be asking questions that his fans have asked. And then we'll be answering them as well. Maybe I should answer them and you ask them.
Yeah.
That might work.
Maybe your best guess. October 10th, Burrito Project LA is having a fundraiser at Mushu's.
Yeah.
And I'm donating tamales, s'mores bars, and conchas. I might donate more stuff. You know, if I have the time. It all depends if I have the time to like make more things. So I'll be making stuff for that, and that's October 10th, Project LA. If you haven't heard of them or don't follow them, you should follow them. They do really cool, amazing work. So what they do is they fundraise, obviously, by asking, you know, different vendors or whoever, you know, sponsor, and they sell the food, make money, and then they use that money, 100% of the profits, I'm sure they do that, goes to making burritos for the houseless in Los Angeles.
Oh.
So they go to like the Skid Row area. They go to, you know, where there's people without homes and or yeah, like a houseless. You don't want to use homeless because, you know, just some of them maybe where they live, that's their home, you know. So,
okay.
So you use houseless.
That's a politically correct term now, is houseless?
Well, I think I've always leaned towards using that word, like houseless, just because, like, you know, you never know, like someone thinks where they live, that's their home, you know, that's what they call home. So they're not homeless, they just don't live in a house.
Yeah.
So they take them vegan burritos. You know,
so they're vegan.
They're vegan burritos.
Oh, wow.
So they put beans, I think rice, lettuce, and guacamole or avocado, and, you know, take them and give them some water. I know Thud Kitchen donated cases of boxed water.
Oh, okay.
And that was pretty cool of them. So, yeah, so they're just going to be raising money for that project. So that's going to be October 10th. At,
12 to 3.
12 to 3 at Mushu's, Los Angeles.
We'll definitely have the whole description below.
What do they do when they do subscribe here?
Subscribe there!
Touch here. Yeah, I don't know what they do. It's so down. And if you like my videos, can you please like subscribe here? Right.
So, if you like these type of videos, make sure you subscribe here. Over there. And over there.
Over there.
No, don't click over there.
Subscribe
There will be
here.
nothing except my hand.